What? Oh my gosh. Was not expecting that. Hello and welcome to Coffee on Korriban. Today we are going to be reacting to episode 6 of the ANDOR series on Disney+. I'm loving this show so far. It's kind of sad to think that after this episode we will be past the halfway point of this series, but it's given us so much so far. There have been criticisms, I get it, I see it online, I see the memes about this show being slow, but I think that allows more time to pick up on all those smaller details and really explore the characters that we have. I mean, 200 named characters is what I heard. That's a crazy amount. And, you know, we feel like we've gotten to know many of them already. It's really impressive. And if you missed the live show this last Monday night, we had an excellent discussion about this show, talking about, is slow a bad thing? Does slow equal boring? And I don't think it does. But depends on what you want to get out of this show. It really depends on, are you wanting action out of this show? Yeah, slow equals boring in that case. Are you wanting the world building, which is what I personally love Star Wars for, is the world building. I want to know about these planets, about the formation of the rebellion, about how all these different factions come together and how the pieces fit. That's the most important thing for me. And I got a lot of comments on videos last week talking about how this is not a cartoon, it's a drama. If you're wanting to invest and spend a little bit of effort into, you know, appreciating everything this show has to offer, you're going to get a lot out of it. But if you're, you know, sitting on your phone, Father Time brought up this point, if you're sitting on the phone with a bowl of popcorn and you happen to look over every 20 seconds at the screen, oh, nope, not another explosion. There's no blaster shots in this episode. I don't like it. Too slow, too boring. And I can't harp on anyone for having different tastes than I do, but for me, it's right up my alley. It's exactly what I expected. It's a dark, gritty spy thriller. I've been saying that for over a year. This show has not disappointed so far. My only concern is that if the vocal critics, you know, if their voices make it back to Disney and Disney hears them and says, oh, maybe this is, you know, boring. They said it was boring and slow. They don't want this more mature Star Wars. We're going to give them the Marvel-y, action-packed, you know, cheap video game plot, which would really be a shame. And I'm not one of the people that's saying, like, yes, we need adult Star Wars, like with all the, you know, nudity and language and stuff. That doesn't belong in Star Wars, in my opinion. But mature in the sense of you have to know a little bit about the series, but more of you have to be willing to pick it apart and pay attention. There are movies and shows out there that require attention. You can't watch them passively. I mean, think of Inception, Tenet, some of my favorite movies. You have to actively watch them. You can't just sit there and have it playing and tune in mentally every 5 minutes, you know, and try to catch up on what's going on. If you blink and you'll miss it kind of episodes. And there is an aspect to that in this show, blink and you'll miss it, even though it's very slow, as most people would call it. But I just think it's really good storytelling, good character development. The set design is fantastic in this. I keep saying, you saw in my last week's reaction, I just keep saying, I want to go there. Can I just go there and walk around? That's all I want. And that leads me to the key word of the week, which is world building. So go ahead and type world building, all caps, down in the comments below, and you'll get an extra special shout out on Monday's live show. But I'm just really excited for this. I have a theory that this show is giving us, and I know the second season is doing this, but I think the first season is as well. It's giving us 4 arcs of 3 episodes each. We have the setup, the tension builder, and the climax. And we got that in the first 3. We have the setup, you know, you get established with the different pieces and the players that are involved. You get the boring episode, but it's the calm before the storm. It's the tension builder. You learn a little bit more about what the stakes are. And then in episode 3, just like, you know, this episode I'm assuming is what we're going to get right now, is the payoff. All of that from the last 2 episodes, the last hour of footage, has been building up into this climax. And I think it's going to look awesome. So I don't really know what's going to go on, but we're going to get into it right now. So I'm ready. You better be ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Very interested. I want to see what that eye looks like. That crystal meteor shower asteroid belt thing. Again, with the title screen. One of my subscribers commented they would like Disney to release his manifesto as its own book. I mean, they have the Jedi handbook and the Sith handbook and the Bounty Hunter code. Why not? That would be so cool.
We found the best way to steer them as we'd like is to offer alternatives.
Wait a minute. What book was that from? Was that the Aldanis in that book that I'm thinking of? Someone in the comments help me out.
I'm looking forward to it.
I am as well.
He was a stormtrooper.
Really?
Really?
Another one of the comments I had a couple days ago said, you know, they're going to give us a little bit of backstory on these characters right before they do something terrible. What is that? Is that one of the crystals? Oh, trust me, I know the struggle.
Perhaps you've expanded.
Are they going scuba diving? The sound on those is so cool. Yeah, they are scuba diving. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool shot. Just look at the location. Does that look fake at all to you? No. Somebody's gonna die. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it so good. Whee! It's so tense. Oh my goodness, this is so tense. Because now we know these people. We know these characters. And this music is on point too. I love it. I forgot to mention, this Monday night, we're having our 1,000 subscriber giveaway stream. We're going to be giving away this. I haven't finished painting it yet, but you can win that on Monday. Space AK-47s.
We win, or everyone dies.
Space AK-47s. See, this is so intense because now we know his wife and kid. We got someone introduced to them a little bit. I think this is going to get real ugly real quick. That's so cool. I love those old readouts. I love them. I love them so much. That reminds me of the opening for Frozen. Whoa, bro. My goodness, that color is amazing. Oh no, here come the TIE Fighters. This is what Father Time was saying last Monday night's show, was that the TIE Fighters are so much scarier now because we're seeing it from normal humans' perspective. It's so scary. Come on, Space AK-47s. Let's go. Oh my gosh, those TIE pilots are so scary. Ah! Is he gonna die? Is Tamarin gonna die? Oh, yes. Good job. Oh. Oh, that's not good. He's gonna get operated on by like the 6-arm guy. Bruh. Yeah, he got crunched. He got crunched. What? Oh, that's scary. Oh, it's scary. Okay, so for everyone that was saying it was boring, here you go. Just, like I said, wait till the finale and you'll have your action. And let us superfans enjoy the lead up and the details in the first 2 episodes before the finale. Oh, the sound! Oh, the sound! That is incredible. That looks every bit as good as I thought it would.
This kid is the reason that we are here.
Yeah.
He is alive.
Yeah, if you're not fighting for the next generation, who are you fighting for? Yep, there he is. There's the man's Kanata. Dang. Just this episode, 10 million credits.
80 million, give or take.
What? Does that count as being the traitor? Anyone who guessed Skeen in that poll.
Credits is enough for me to
there you go.
About you. We were born in the hole, and all we know is climbing over somebody else to get out.
Man, killing it with these lines. Seriously, the dialogue in this show is so good.
Split up the winnings. share this
What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Was not expecting that. But seriously. Is he dead?
I did everything I could.
It's not
Oh,
you,
he's-
Doc. Skeen!
Nope, he gone. Nope, he gone.
You insisted.
Bruh, what if the manifesto after he reads it is what convinces him to join the cause? That's a beautiful location.
Both temperate and tight.
You're Moth in the Senate. You're just trying to get stuff done and no one's listening. Crap, dude. That's so good. All right, so rating out of 10, 9.5. Phenomenal episode. The details, again, are just outstanding. The lines of insight from each of the characters. We got some from Nemec last episode. It's very sad that he's dead. So the people that guessed that he was going to be the one to die, congratulations, you got that right. You can tell it is so well thought through. The plot, the dialogue, everything that it was. There was so much attention put into it. You know that they're passionate about this. The eye was spectacular. That blue color is like my favorite color ever. Like you get it from like propane furnaces. That color is just so cool looking. And this is exactly what we expected from this show. You know, everything as far as the detail and the backstory and the slow burn, that's all icing on the cake for me. That's the icing on the cake. But this action is fantastic. I mean, this is spy thriller. This is Jason Bourne. I mean, we haven't had this in Star Wars yet. The stakes for this episode, for this heist, were so high because we got to know the characters, and Nemec's death was so sad because we got to know about his manifesto and his little bits of insight, and especially what Skeen was saying about how he is the future. If we're not, fighting for that, what are we fighting for? That is the reason why we're doing all of this. It was just so insightful. And I'll pose the question: does this feel like Disney? I don't think it does at all. Like where else in Disney have we seen this level of, realism? Like these are actual people responding to actual events. The acting is incredible. I don't even have to really mention that because I haven't seen any hints of bad acting at all. Not even questionable acting. But again, it gives you the sense that they know exactly what they're doing. And I just put out a video a couple hours ago before filming this reaction about worrying that Disney will get negative feedback from this show and therefore not produce this type of content in the future in the Star Wars realm. I don't think we have to worry about that. Not after this episode. And this is the second finale, again, assuming there's going to be 4 arcs of 3 episodes each. This is the second finale, the halfway point through the series. We've gotten so much world building, so much information about the rebellion and everything. We've got character development from Cassie, and I cannot believe he blew Skeen away. He just blasted him right in the chest. We've seen him shoot 2 people in the face so far. And this one gives a little bit more insight into his personal motivations because, Hondo would take the money. Hondo Ohnaka would just take the money and go. Different characters would take the money and run. But he can't do that. He has his own personal honor system. I'll take what I am owed for this job, what I was supposed to be paid, and I want out. Now, I do believe he's going to read the manifesto and become radicalized, if you want to call it that way. He's going to read the manifesto and realize, there is actual corruption in the galaxy and we can actually do something about that. Again, Disney, if you're watching this video, I know you're not because, some people call me a shill, but why would Disney even listen to me? Release that manifesto as a book. I would love that. Get us in the mind of a young rebel, a freedom fighter, the person actually fighting for freedom, justice, and security to his new empire. but give us insight into the mind of someone actually on the front lines doing the dirty work. I would love that. And tap like, I guess, if you'd love that too, if you think that's a good idea. But that is going to do it for this episode. And I said before the reaction that it's going to be sad because now we're past the halfway point. But honestly, we've gotten so much. We still have another double of what we've gotten already. Plus, it's going to feel longer because, again, the first 3 episodes were released all at once, and these are going to be 1 a week. I don't want to hear any complaining about this show is too slow. That was as much action as you could possibly want in this. It had TIE fighters, space battles. Oh my gosh, I didn't even talk about that. How original were those screens and the controls and the TIE fighters and the sounds and the blasters and the costuming? I mean that is straight out of the original trilogy. How could anyone watch that episode and be disappointed with it? I don't know. I'm really interested to see what the polls reflect. I'm going to put a poll up right now after I stop recording this and see what people think. So go ahead into my community tab and see the results of that poll. That'll all be right there. And also don't forget again that we are going to do that giveaway of this once I finish painting it. Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. That's when we usually do our live shows, subject to change because I have 2 very young padawans. If you want to subscribe to, keep up to date on that sort of thing in my other videos, I would greatly appreciate it. You don't have to, but the channel's growing really well, and this is a fantastic community. I'd love for you to be part of it. But if you've been here since the very beginning, I really appreciate your time. May this stash be with you, and I will see you wherever I happen to see you in the galaxy.